Hey y'all, if you're watching the replay, don't forget to not only like, but follow and hit the little bell beside my name. That way it'll notify you when we have a new video or if we go live. Facebook likes to change up things on it, so you can't just follow if you want it to give you a notification. But I'm gonna give everybody a chance to jump on. I'm gonna pull you up on my laptop so I can look at my comments down here and not have them on. Hey, Susan. Let's see. Here we are right here. Come on. There we are. So I can turn them on. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Belinda. Hey, Leela. Sue. All right. Hello, all you heifers. Tata, Georgia. All right. Michigan. Hey, April. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Vicky. I'm doing good, Lisa. How about you? It's Tuesday, you know. We ain't quite made it over that hump yet. But y'all, look at my shirt that I got today. But I have two people telling me that they sent something. And the UPS package does not say who it's from. And then the inside little note was just like, you know, the color of the t-shirt and where to send it from. And look, it said that it sent it to me on April the 28th, and I'm just getting it. So I'm not really sure who it's from, but when you jump on and you see this shirt, know that I love it. And y'all, it's a large, so you know I hadn't gotten in a large with my big old tatas in a long, long time. So I'm kind of feeling good that I got in it. Look, I can like move around. You know, you ain't seeing my jelly rolls. So we're good. Hey, Martha. Martha, are y'all doing okay in Texas? I have missed you, heifers. I have been at the beach. First night back watching since last Tuesday. All right, Trish. Yeah, but the beach is more important. It's fun. And I hope you went to a good, relaxing one and you didn't work too hard. Hey, Tanya from Iowa. From Ohio. But listen, Martha, Chris was showing me, you know, he's a whole big TikToker. And like we all need one more addiction. You know, that's why I told her, I said, I'm not doing TikTok because I watch them watching it constantly and I watch enough videos on YouTube. But thank you, Teresa. I love it too. Just raining so much, but world needs the rain. Yeah, we need the rain. I hate when it rains so much here and then we go 3 weeks without it. But yeah, Martha, Chris was looking at a TikTok where it was hailing in Texas. And I know last night y'all were talking about y'all having to get to the cellars and all kind of stuff. Is it Plummerville? Arkansas? AR is Arkansas, right? Yeah. Hey, Faye. I just finished my sailboat. I think it came out pretty good. All right, Diane, well, make sure you post it so we can all see it. All right, tonight we're going to do something that's kind of like what it is. We're just going to change them where they're not all this little sparkly. You know, you can buy these little tags. They had these last year, and they had the exact same ones this year. They actually, you see where they have these little stars on these down the side. See how they're actually metal. And on this one, they have the 3 at the top. But we're actually going to use the stars this time, but we're not going to use it how they use it. And of course, I need a 13. And all my primitive girls should like this. Now, you know, if you don't have, like if your Dollar Tree is just still not caught up and, you know, it kind of is crappy, which it happens. It'll be like the next holiday. Mine will be back crappy as far as they won't get what everybody else gets in. You can just cut out a piece of cardboard out of like a moving box, or you can get like the foam poster board. Okay, this one. Not let me get in there. There it is. Try not to tear the paper because I was thinking maybe we could try to do like a reversal of this, but y'all know I hate this glitter. So we're going to work on the back of them, and maybe I'll just slap some white paint on it. But I thought it would be fun to do some kind of farmhouse on the other side, so then you could flip it over. Hey, Cynthia from Pennsylvania. Kentucky. Hey, Sheila. Kay from North Carolina. You know, of course, we need 13 of these. And I went and got some from last year when I just used these tags. Because, listen, this is the craft that if you go in the Dollar Tree, pick up 2 or 3 of them. You don't have to do anything 4th of July, Memorial Day, anything this summer. But, you know, tags are just kind of the thing. So you'll be able to do something with them. Come the fall, we'll do something. You know, Christmas, you don't ever know. And they're just $1. My sister says she thinks it's hilarious when I say that. And I don't say it as much as I used to, but I used to really say a lot. And it's just $1. Or it's just $1. All right, so we got one more. So, of course, for the original, because we're going to make this look kind of old, we're going to do like the 13 stars. And I kind of like them the way they are. This one seems awful shiny compared to the other one. So I'm probably going to distress that a little bit. Like one looks kind of galvanized, and the other looks kind of shiny. And I'm hoping it's just these. I only see 2 that are doing that. So hopefully we won't have to do too much to all of them. Hey, Kay from North Carolina. Y'all, we are getting so many new people. And I love when they message me and ask me about when I'm on, what I like to craft. And they, you know, I had one text me earlier and she said, you know, I'm just an old lady trying to find something to do. And I'm thinking, well, you will fit right in with all of us. Because not only do we craft, we have a good old time. We love to laugh at ourselves. And, oh, they have these like little wooden like round circles on the back is what's holding it on. And one of them stuck on here. So I'm trying not to tear them because I was thinking, you know, we could do something with the other side, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Because even though this is like a cardboard sheet, see how the backs are plain? I love it when they don't have a sticker. But the front is actually not painted on it. It looks like a big sticker. And as soon as I say I'll peel this off and it'll be okay, we'll peel it off and some huge chunk will come off. So we'll just try. Because I hate having to sand that. Darn, they put like, it must be like the Gorilla Glue of glitter glue when they put this stuff on here. Some probably big machine does it. I don't even want to look where they're made. We're just going to go with it. All right, and these are meant to hang. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do with mine is put it on my wreath this year. So even though I'm going to put a hanger on it, I'm really not going to hang it, you know, on the mantle. But I guess you could do a shelf setter with it. You can hang it up on your wall in your room. You can just put it with a cluster of your decorations. If you're going to paint, you better put on an apron. I know, but I don't think I have one up here. But we'll put something in my lap because, you know, I love all y'all dressing me. I'm thinking they're probably tired of seeing all my black shirts I like to wear. But we are painting. And y'all, look what I found today. There's this place here where I'm from that has a lot of cute decorations that are kind of replicas of older things, but in the back of it, they sell a lot of really old things. And look what I got for like $3. It's like a real little pint, you know, and it's really weird to see pint size measuring cups now, but look at that. I really can't use it because it's pretty rusty on the inside because, you know, Buffy and I love to use old stuff like this. Like, I'd rather use like an old pen. And then I found this, which I think was about $2 or $3 too. And it's not anything I think really old. I just thought it was really cute, a little galvanized bowl, but it was miniature size. So you know the fall, we think of bobbing for apples and all that. I'm going to put that aside and save it for that. So always be on the lookout for miniature little farm things. I mean, it makes it so much easier than, you know, trying to come up with something, you know, it's like real. It's a real galvanized little tub. It's just tiny. All right, so we're going to work on the back of them. And I noticed one of these pieces of paper, see, they didn't put it on here. So this is the one I'm going to try to peel off just to see if it's something we can do. Not bad, you know, it came off better than I thought it would. So if you want to make a two-sided project, you could actually, let's see if I can get the rest of it off. Come on, stay together. Come on, bless your heart. Help us out, y'all. Oh, all the way to the end. But we probably can sand that off. I don't want to have to heat it up with the heat gun and do all that. So not too bad. So, and it's a little rough on this side, so it's probably going to soak up a lot of paint. We're still going to work with the other side, but I wanted to see if that would come off. Let's see if I'm at luck on the other ones. The other ones were put on here pretty straight, so I don't think I really have that many sides that I can peel. Let's see. Stay together. Looks like the slower you do it, the better it is. Hey, seeing girl from North Dakota. Shirt is awesome. Yeah, I gotta, y'all, who sent me this shirt? Because I have 2 people. I love that. Would be so cute for plants. Yeah. I mean, like, put real little plants. You have like a little windowsill. You can put a hole in the bottom of it. If you want some drainage in the bottom of it. I mean, if that's what you're going to use it for forever. All right, I'm not going to pick at that one. It almost came off, so let's see. This one's a little bit different than the other ones. Let's see if I can grab an edge. Had to do my own fingernails today. I went yesterday and today. Try to get my feet done. They're closed. And y'all, my feet are kind of looking really ratchet right now. I mean, my feet, you know, some people have those hard places on their feet. I don't have those problems. Mine, they peel like a snake. And right now, I don't want anybody to see. Even when I, get out of the shower, I'm like, don't look at my feet. My toenails some are long, and some I try to cut myself. And I guess long before pedicures, I used to know how to cut my toenails, but that is not the case anymore. One of them's cut all down into quick. One of them, it's just, y'all, it's a train wreck down there. So it's good y'all get to see me from here up. Lay one of your wet one over the top of it. May come easier. Yeah, but Judy, what if it soaks up some of this water and it's cardboard? And see, this side is really, look at this, has like a coating on it. I'm scared next thing you know to start warping. So I've got some board shaped like a fish last Dollar Tree. All right. That's pretty awesome. Okay, well, we're going to work on the back. We're going to do them 3 different ways. And I kind of started thinking, I wanted to, I was looking on Pinterest, Googling stuff, what else can I do, because I love, the stripes, the blue, and I just didn't want to do all kind of weird shapes on it. I want to look old. So I come across like the 13 stars, which were pretty cool, in a circle on one. Then one was striped. And then a lot of stuff had the year 1776 on it, which I don't think I've ever done. Y'all know how I'm scared of letters and numbers. But these numbers, and I drew them out on my little thing, my little piece of paper, aren't too bad. I kind of actually did a good job, and it looks like the font that I need it to be. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put them together. And normally you could let, just your tags hang, which would be fine, but once you hang them up, they kind of get covered up. So even though I'm going to make them look like they're hanging, I'm going to kind of separate them. But yet I'm going to pop a little glue behind them so they'll it covers up a lot of this, but you'll still be able to tell it's 3 different tags. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to put mine on my wreath. It's just, either mine or Mimi's. I thought would be pretty cool. So we're going to get to painting each one. And we're going to take it easy so I don't mess my shirt up. Thank you so much, Rosemary, for providing that. Hey, Nina from Thompson. Sins Crafters. Y'all, we're getting so many new people to join our Sins Crafters. If you don't know what it is a place where actually you can post something. And I don't require anything special for it. It's free to join. You just click on that button she just shared, and it'll send me a request. I had 7 requests today, and I didn't see it until I actually went on it. Most of the time, it sends me a message every time that, where is my white? I think it's hiding from me, but, I try to get all organized over here, and I think I organized myself into losing stuff. White. We've been using them just about every night. Is that it back there? It sure is. All right. But we're going to paint 1 white, one white and red stripes and the other one blue that we're going to put our stars on. So some of them can just start drying a little bit for themselves. So I'm going to do the white one and then the blue, and then we'll do the stripe version of the red and white stripe. And then we're going to really, really, really distress these. What am I looking for? Trying to tell you about Sien's Crafters, tell you what I'm doing. Looking for paintbrushes from Prince Edward Island, Canada. Everybody say hey to our Canada folk. Hey, and I clicked on one of my crafters the other day, and she was doing a Canada flag on something really cool. And it's not really that tough to do. And it has the little leafy thing in the center, and I think that'll be pretty cool. We're gonna have to do one because we have several followers from Canada. So let's see, let's just slap a little bit of this white paint on here. And I can see, I think I must have painted something with red on it. There might be a hint of red in my brush. Look at it trying to turn pink on me. Let me wash it out pretty good. Laugh out loud, your shirt. I know. Bless your heart. I need to get a picture. I think, y'all, one day I'm going to go get some shirts for all y'all to buy. And I think I want to put a picture of her on it. At least one t-shirt. Because all my people that have been following me since the beginning, when we had like about 5 people on here, I attempted to make my own pic at Christmas time now. And Valentine's Day, we gave her some eyeballs. But I don't even know how to explain to you how terribly wrong this went. But she is now our mascot, and she blesses at all our crafts. So if you ever having a tough time, just on Sien's Crafting Bin, you know, just send a message to bless your heart and tell her you need her to lay a hand to your craft, because she has pulled us through many a time. So we have lots of bless your heart moments on here. It happens. If you're one of those crackers that you've never had a bless your heart moment, then you are something special, because I had a many that I try to salvage, and I never really can salvage them. I just have to turn them into a completely different project. But every time you walk by, or you like me, every time you walk by a craft, you're like, yeah, I remember where that craft started. You know, and you don't want to tell anybody, but it was probably a train wreck when it started. Because I tend to get that thing, that I don't know, that thought in my head that, you know, I can make that. And really, you really can't make everything. You can try, but you can't. Like my rake the other night, I meant I was going to make that rake. Now, it is a total bless your heart rake, but that rake is styling and profiling up there on that Mimi's wreath right now. It looks like Freddy Krueger's hands / Edward Scissorhand on the end, but paired with our shovel and our little bucket and all that, it's a styling wreath. All right. You got paint. What? Hold on. You got paint on your shirt? No. Are you messing with me? Y'all quit messing with me. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, don't scare me, Judy. Because I don't have paint on my shirt. Now you're messing with me. All right, let's see. Now we need a little bit of water. My paintbrush is getting a little dry. Now remember always to add a little bit of water like this, because you see how it just starts flowing a little bit better. I tend to forget to put water on it when I get to run in my mouth, and it's kind of like you waste a whole lot of paint. Then it gets really thick. Judy, you done scared me to death. I don't have anything on my shirt. I think that's the shadows. Judy, you better stay out. Judy, you better stay out that hooch. Does anyone remember years ago making animals out of bird from the fields? No. Making animals. What do you mean? Like the feathers of birds? Or did it autocorrect and you meant to say something else? Judy, you done got me all worried now. We'll get you. I think I know where an apron is. You done got me all worried now. Hold on, let me go grab it. Please be there. Please be there. Judy. It's all your fault, Judy. All right. But I want to, whoever gave it to me when you get on, make sure you remind me who gave me. I don't see any paint me either. Yes, she loved that rake. She loved everything that was on it. Y'all scared me, Judy. All right. Who are you barking at? I don't think I've ever heard him bark but once or twice. He must be telling Buffy and them there on the porch to come get me, quit leaving me inside. All right, so there's our white one. Our next one we're gonna do is blue, and I'm just gonna use that Bunker Hill blue from Dixie Belle, because it's really that, it's not really that bright, like, kind of patriotic blue, but it's kind of the blue I want it to be. She was kidding. Hey girls, gotta go. I have company. Love all you ladies. All right, Teresa. We will see you later. You can watch the replay. I'm glad you tuned in. Scared me about my shirt. Judy, I'm gonna get you. Now this looks like I'm getting a good coat on here. It's like I want it to be really covered and a solid color, but yet I'm going to distress it a lot. So this starts to come through a little bit. We may have to put another coat on it, but I think now looking at it, we may be fine. Hey, Mary Lou. Mary Lou. Mary Lou. I like that. Hey girls, I did, girl. Mahala, you're the one that sent me this shirt. Oh my gosh, girl, I love it. It didn't have the UPS sticker didn't have anything on it. But thank you so much. And was it Connie you told me, or Dick? Said they sent me something like a week or so ago. I had got it. With this right here on the date said April the 28th. So I hope the mail, and I don't think UPS would be that far behind. But that's what it had on the inside little shipping thing. So if y'all have sent something, because a couple of people have asked me, I hadn't gotten anything but this today, and I came in, it was in this little tiny package, and I was like, oh, I got a gift, I got a gift. And then I opened it and unfolded this shirt. And Chris is like, you gonna wear it tonight? And it was like when I was still piddling outside and stuff. I said, yeah, I'm not wearing it outside to get it messed up for my show. Y'all see me eating my supper and drizzling stuff all down the shirt. Yeah, nah, I wasn't gonna do that. Because that is Chris. Every meal he eats, he gets something on the shirt. And as soon as I say that tomorrow night, when I eat supper, I'll probably drop something all down my shirt. But him... oh my Lord, I don't think he can eat a meal without dropping it on his shirt. Like even when he eats his cereal late at night, I'll look over and he'll have like a thing of meal going down his chin. Like a 3-year-old. Maybe it's just a man thing, an M-A-N thing. But if not, it's an M-A-N-N thing. All right. So, you know what I'm thinking? We can go ahead and paint this other one white and do the solid and then do the stripes on top of it. So, let's put this little guy over here. I know, isn't that so sweet of her to send me this shirt? Y'all must have gotten tired of seeing all my black clothes. The one night, remember that one night I wore it? You know, I usually come home and take the clothes off I wear to work and just put like a t-shirt or some kind of lounge clothes on, and most of those are black. I wore that hot pink shirt. My boss's wife she saw it later on and she was like, oh, did you see this shirt she's got on? It has color in it. I'm like, really? Do I really wear that much black? All right. All right, so we're gonna paint this one white, and then we'll put the red stripes on it. And this will be one of my background. And I can't decide if I want the number one. I think if my numbers turn out really good, we'll do that one on the front. I think I got something stuck on here. I had to do my own fingernails today, which I have been doing my fingernails for a while. But y'all, my feet, what am I gonna do? Guess I'm gonna have to do like old days and go get me a couple pans out the refrigerator, stick my feet in them and soak them. Remember when you did that when you were a little girl? You want to get your feet done, you just go in there and get 2 of your pots and soak your feet, which I don't know, that might be a country thing now. Remember when you were like little and you wanted to do your mama, and you was like, ooh, put your feet in this pot. And you'd have all kind of pots for her to put her feet in. And then you paint her toenails. I think if I looked at Buff and said, listen, I'm gonna soak my feet in these pots, she probably won't want to eat it after I wash them. And then she'll probably go, I'm not painting your toenails. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to paint my mama's toenails, do all that grown-up stuff. I remember one time her let me shave her legs. She's gonna kill me for saying. I wanted to learn how. You know, when you're a little girl, you're so ready to be grown. You want to shave your legs and do all that kind of stuff, and you know, and then once you start, you're like, oh my gosh. Somebody once, one of my friends shared something on Facebook that says, you know how your grass starts growing in the wintertime? And you know, all the leaves go away, you know, until like spring. I mean, I wish we were like that you didn't have to shave your legs in the wintertime. Like, it all stops growing in the wintertime, and then, you know, once spring, when you have to put shorts on, then it grows, and you have to do it. But, y'all, I am 5'10". I'm pretty tall, so I always tell people, you know, I got some long old legs. You short people, y'all don't have that much leg to shave. That's my excuse anyway, is I have long legs. I hate shaving. Probably it goes to my laziness. Don't want to do my own toes, don't want to do my own fingernails, don't want to shave my legs. All I know is if the apocalypse ever happens or something, I'll be like, whew, I don't have to dye my hair. We'll all be gray. We'll all legs be hairy like a woolly booger. And we're going to see what people truly look like. Because y'all are looking at me. I don't have a stitch of makeup on. I don't even like to do that. When I go somewhere, it's like it closes up your pores, and I'll look at Chris and he's like, you got makeup on? I'm like, yes, and I don't know why, because I feel like my face is all hot and sweaty. At least your toes go the right direction. That's no lie, Janet. My toes go down in a line. I ain't got that hump, 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 and then come down. For all you people that your second and your third toes long. And that person that made up, ooh, if your third toe is long, if your second toe is long than the first, that means you wear the pants in your relationship. No, that means your second toe is too long. I really thought that was going to be black. On the little ticket, Mahala, it said gray heather. And girl, you got me a large, and I'm fitting all in this. Look, and I got a little wiggle room. It ain't all. I was like, I'm gonna put this large shirt on, and I'm gonna look like a bodybuilder. But look, it's kind of loose. I don't want to touch it because I probably got stuff on my hands. But I was all proud of myself, thinking, whoop whoop. All right, looks like I'm gonna have to dry it. I must be Speedy Gonzalez painting tonight. Not enough time. See if this is the one that works good. Plug in. We had a dish pan for that. Yes, you put your feet in it, and you're like, that's what I'm fixing. I'm gonna have to go. I'm not going to buy bowls, because I mean I wear a size 10. So I mean, there's not a bowl out there that, unless I get something huge that's gonna fit my big old foot, yeah, I'm going in there to find a pan or something. I'm short, can't reach nothing taller than me at 5'3". Oh, Debbie, you like my little Oompa Loompa friend, Linda? She about this high. If we're ever around each other, I'm sure they're like, look at her little girl. She is short. But we have short arms, so we still can't shave our legs that great. Judy, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Oops, you're lazy if you don't shave your legs. Yeah, lazy. And Chris, I'll say, gosh, when I'm getting the bathtub, yeah, that's my favorite place to be. I have a TV and everything in there. I'll just read in there. Neely bought me this pillow for Christmas one year. That's meant to go in the, I love it. So I'll look at him every now and again. I'm like, I'm going to get in the bathtub. And he knows it's like one of my favorite things. And I said, yeah, but I got to shave my legs tonight. And he goes, well, let me go fill up the gas for the chainsaw. Smarty pants. I order personalized envelopes from the post office that have not received yet. They cashed the check April the 13th. Oh, Donna. I don't doubt that. I don't know what's going on, Debbie. I don't know what I said was funny, but I'm laughing. I shave my 4 hairs every 2 months. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh. We're killing ourselves tonight, y'all. All right, it looks like the one that's gonna have the, I think I'm gonna put another coat on it. Even though I'm gonna do a whole lot of sanding, I don't want anything to come through. That is hilarious, Martha. I wish I had just 4 hairs. I'm like the woolly boo. I'm one of them hairy people, too. And you got hair in all kind of places you ain't supposed to have hair. Neely one day, I was like, if I like put a shine a light on my chin, you reckon you can help me out? She went, Mama, I hope I don't have these chins. You're a goat. I was like, oh my God, Neely, you killing me. Okay. I'm going to put a second coat on this. But, I don't have to do it very much. Just a thin second coat. It's probably this cardboard is kind of drying it up. But yeah, my own youngin's like, you a goat. I don't want those jeans. And I said, well, go on and get your daddy's jeans. He got stuff coming out his ears and some hairs up there that look like fingers coming out his eyebrows. Oh, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Need to clean around the top of this paint. Okay. Hold on, I missed a long comment. I was coming home from church and my little nephew came running to give me a hug. He go right up to me, no backing away, and said, Auntie, you look scary. It was because I had makeup on. His face was a complete blank. Yeah, I like to wear mascara, but I mean, the only place I sweat is on my face. And nobody want to see all that when, I wipe like right here and I've got makeup everywhere except like this line right here for me doing like that. I look crazy. And then once we were at the beach, and this is probably why I don't even tint. We're at the beach and Chris is not with me, but I have Neely and Buff and my nephew. And we went out in the sun and, because I'm steady wiping my face, right here got really sunburned because I kept wiping the sunblock off. So, I mean, it was like, y'all, this, if you can imagine, is what my face looked like. You see how, like I burn just in certain places or get really red in certain places? Well, I did like this when we got in the restaurant. It was blazing hot in Savannah. And no lie, my nephew looks at me and dies laughing. And I'm like, okay, I know they're laughing at me. And then they won't tell me because they're scared they're going to hurt my feelings. And I'm thinking, I would have been more mad of them not telling me. He goes, Aunt Cynthia, you wiped all the makeup off. And so all this was like tan looking. And then it was like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer around. I had lipstick all over. So I went to the bathroom and I said, let me see if I can go fix it. Well, right there in that bathroom, I had to completely take all my makeup off. I looked like a fool. And I mean like the fool that does for the king, what do you call them? The jokers. When you become a senior, no more leg hair, still have to shave my chin. Oh my God. since I've gotten older, my leg hair doesn't grow as much. Well, mine is starting to kind of go down my leg, but from about 3 inches below my knee to my ankle, it's still on like Donkey Kong down there. Ugh. Be glistening in the sun. And really, that's why I don't like to go anywhere. They're like, let's go do this and that. And thank goodness Chris is a homebody like me, because all I can think about is, gosh, I'm going to have to go in there and shave my legs. I'll have to put makeup on. And if I don't, I'm going to sit by somebody and they're going to look down and go, oh my God, you see the hair on her legs? So when he goes, no, I don't feel like it, I'm just sitting there going, whew. Because it would take me all kind of time to, you know, shave. You know, you sitting by somebody, you got a hair on your chin that long, and you know when somebody sees it, because I see it on other people, and all I can think, if they're not good friends with me, all I can think is, if she was my friend, I'd say, girl, you need to get that friend you got growing on your chin. But they're not your friends, so you can't say that. It'll just be somebody standing next to, you know, at a restaurant or something. You'll be like, oh my gosh, that's what I look like. Then I'm like, I'm staying home. See, on this camera, look, it just looks like it's all baby smooth. It's not. Me either, but I'm finding more on my chin. You're not lying. And it'll be like, you know, like when you buy a whole chicken, and it'll have that one feather that they didn't get off, and it's all wiry. Like you just do like this, and you're like, yeah, I got one right there. Sad. Not supposed to happen. And then sometimes I just think, shoot, I'm just going to take one of them razors they show you on TV and shave my face. But then I'm like, oh no. Then hairy as I am, next thing you know, I'll look like the mountain people. Still all on my chin. As you get older, you lose your hair everywhere. With Sandy, bring it on. I'm not scared of going gray. I'm not scared of, getting older. I'm scared of, like, you know, when you wake up and you sprain your ankle and all you did was go to sleep. I'm scared of that. But, yeah, Linda, that's some real life stuff there, girl. All right, so let me dry these a little bit. Maybe we'll work on our blue. Because I really want these to be dry, especially if I'm going to put tape on it to do the stripes. And hopefully my numbers are going to be really good, y'all. You know, I'm always getting nervous about numbers and letters. Not so much numbers, but letters. But I did really good over here on this small, so hopefully that'll turn out. My dad used to say to us, daughter, you get in the bathroom and take care of, hold on, oh my gosh, I gotta see that. Take care of yourself or braid that hair on your legs. Oh, he was awful that we look. Oh man. Them on your chin come out of nowhere. That's right, left hook. And then Neely took one off, like she pulled one off and she looked at it, she goes, oh my gosh, Mama, look how big the follicle is on this. And I'm like, shut your mouth. She would die if she was on here. I'm 62 and I still won't leave the house without makeup. I don't want to scare people. I mean, number one, I am lazy. But like I said, if I didn't sweat on my face, it wouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, next thing I know, I can wear waterproof mascara and I'll like blink my eyes and Chris will look at me and he'd be like, I'm like, what? Is something on my face? And he goes, something's all down your face. So I had to go in the mirror and do this. Then you got those like eye boogers that makeup makes. It just is not a pretty picture for me. But there's some people like that. There's some people that'll get out the shower, put their makeup on before they even walk out the bathroom. Girl, I got to come out the bathroom, cool off for a minute, sit around. Because them hot flashes do not play when you get out the shower. If I could take a freezing cold shower, I wouldn't have that. But do y'all do that? You take a shower and the bathroom's all hot? Okay. The blue one turned out really good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sand this. And I want to show you how, once you sand something, how it'll bring out the chalk paint. Yeah, girl, we all got probs. Ain't none of us immune to that facial hair. I went gray 2 years ago, have no regrets. Yeah, I'm ready for mine all to be gray. My mama has that, her side of the family is like, they really have that, their hair turns white, you know, instead of that 500 different colors some people get, and I think that's where I'm heading, is like 5 different colors. But like right here, like where the sun hits it, all around my face and my lower back, it'd just be like skunk stripes. You know, I'm like, go all gray. Something, I'm tired of coloring it. Tired of putting stuff on. Okay, I'm gonna do half of it so you can see how that chalk paint will just come out. Even if you just lightly sand it, how it'll really change it. See? I mean, it does brighten it up, but what it's doing is just kind of bringing that chalk to the surface, I would think, because I have dust all over my table now. You can see it. That's not paint. Well, some of it is. No, it's dust from what we're taking off. And I really want to distress this, y'all. I may even add some. I want it to look like a piece of wood. I think I'm going to take some brown and kind of do like some grain effect coming up. And I went outside to my wood pile that I have, and I had some decking boards, but it was like they were just not wide enough to look like this. So I had to go with the fake stuff from Dollar Tree, but let's see. Wipe that down a little bit. All right, see how those edges, we got all that stuff back out. Now I'm gonna take out my antiquing and probably a little white and put some, like, you know, little wood grain effects down at the bottom. I'm gonna do this with my finger. What I'm gonna do is do this white, and then I'm gonna dry it so it's really dry, and then stain this white. And I like rubbing it with my finger, y'all. Not everybody is a finger painter, but that way I'll know where the edge is and know how much I really want to put on here. Take a shower and still sweat. He not lying. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, you get out and you think, oh, I'm gonna like straighten my hair or something. No, you're not. You're gonna go in there and just sweat to death. So I have to like cool off, you know, let the bathroom cool off. And, child, that's what I'm saying. It don't pay for me to go anywhere. That's too much hassle. And which I know I'm overweight. But even when I was really young, I've always been hot-natured. So, you know, of course, you know, hot flashes and getting older for me, being overweight, none of it helps me. Okay. So we got it looking old. And now I'm going to just put my antiquing over that white. Let's see, where's my antiquing? There it is. And then when I say antiquing, it's just a wax from Waverly. Other paint lines like Dixie Belle, Wise Owl, they'll actually have multiple colors on this. Which I always say I'm going to go in there and get some, but she stays out a lot of times. Okay, so see that white part? I'm just going to go back where the white part is. But first, I'm gonna do what I said and dry it. Run my mouth. Hey Sue from Virginia. Oh, got some good boards out of the dumpster behind work today. All right, that's the best kind. I'm telling you. My dust is getting on this white. If you go by like a construction site, especially like a house, I wouldn't go on like a major one. Most of the time they have to take all that stuff to the dumpster, little pieces and stuff. So whatever you can take off their hands, they would be happy. I've never stopped at one where somebody says you can't have that, you know, unless it was like a big piece they're working with. But most of the time they'll have like a little pile to the side where, you know, it'll say, you know, it's like the trash. All right. Put this on here. And that's the best kind because they're always the little short pieces you need anyway. All right, so we're just covering up everywhere I put white. So it'll look like an old piece of wood. I mean, even if you wanted to take your tin snips or something and snip that, you know, run the, you know, some kind of saw on it a few times. I'd rather like paint mine to look old because I don't want to like, you know, beat stuff with chains and nails and all that. I mean, some people like go all out antique and stuff. You know. All right. Get a lot on the finger. I really don't want any of that white to show through. All right, let's say that is to let my husband semi-bald one day he decided to use. Oh my gosh, hold on, I missed something. Y'all all laughing at it. Hold on. Oops, messed up. All right. Oh my gosh, I missed it. My husband was semi-bald one day. He decided to use this product that sprayed over the baldness. For one, the spray was too dark, but the funny was he was sitting on the couch trying to look all sexy and show off his new found hair. Myself and the neighbor walked in and saw him in the humidity. Hold on. The dark paint was running down the sides of his face and forehead. Oh my gosh, it took everything he known to bust out laughing. Oh my gosh, I can so relate to him though. You know that gray away stuff, the stuff you spray in your hair? Well, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, this is gonna be the best thing ever because I don't wanna have to color it all over just to get rid of the few spots that are gray. Well, not only is it like spray paint, so it's like you can put it in your hair and as soon as you wash it, it's gone. But it's also like, it's sticky like hairspray. So I told Chris I needed to get really close to my scalp right here. So his idea on it was for me to take like a piece of, it was a rag, and like put it right here and spray it. So he held it and I sprayed it and I had like a line going across my face. And I was like, oh no, Lord. I mean, can you imagine? Like he said, well, you need to spray your scalp because, you know, gray hair makes your scalp look real thinning. And I mean, oh my gosh, I can relate to it dripping down your face. I don't know what that stuff would do if it got wet either, but it was not a thing that I wanted to repeat. Because he was laughing so hard, and then I got tickled, and I was like, see, ain't it hard to be a woman? I said, it's terrible. You know, and then I make you feel so sorry. He was like, it's okay, you really can't tell. And y'all, I'm talking about, it was like, you got a forehead, and then you got like a line. Like if I took this paint right here and like drew it across my forehead and then painted it in, that's what it looked like. But he always helps me, y'all. Like one time he gave me a spray tan. Bless his heart. I mean, he's got 2 girls and us. We you know, we don't care. I don't care what I ask him to do. I feel like if he can do it, he can do it. So I was trying to show him how to spray, and then some places he was getting real close to me. I was like, back up. And I was like, oh, you can't see it. So the first time he did awesome. The next time I looked like a Oompa Loompa, you know, like where your like skin kind of wrinkles up. You know, it was kind of dark in those places. So my advice, you can use that stuff, the gray away, the spray on stuff, but don't put it on your skin because it will cover it. All right, so I've got this one looking just how I want it to. It's still a little shiny because it's a little wet, but we're gonna put our stars on this one. And I think those two short stars that are real shining, I think I'm gonna wait till I have it on here to try to, you know, kind of maybe make them a little bit galvanized like the other one. But I don't know if y'all do that. Ask your husband to do the craziest thing. Stuff that they would take his man card for all the time. I'm like, can you help me out? Can you do this? And sometimes he'll be like, no, I cannot do that. I'm not helping you with that. Like one time, y'all, I got really, really bad sick when the girls were about, gosh, I guess 3 and 4, because Buffy was in the 3-year-old preschool. And yeah, but Neely was in K4. I was really bad sick in the hospital for about 3 weeks. Well, in the midst of like the whole time I'm in there, Neely had to take like a spring school picture. Y'all, I still keep that picture all the time because she got some jacked up ponytails. No. He tried to I would take her bangs because their hair was like mine when they were little, just all one length. And I would just take, like I do this. God, I don't know about this mirror. And I would sometimes put it in a ponytail back here to get all their face or a clip. But most of the time a ponytail. Well, y'all, he tried to do that with Neely. Well, he didn't just take back one side. He like grabbed everything kind of like a mullet and went back up like this, and her hair, I don't even know how to explain how to, bless your heart, he was trying to do this ponytail, and he took the picture. Well, I think just being all messed up on medicine and stuff in the hospital, I had forgotten about him saying, listen, I tried to do her hair today to take her to, you know, get her picture, so if they turn out really bad, we just won't buy any. But I had to buy them because, you know, Lord, it was a bad time when he had to like take care of him with my sister and his mom, because my mom was staying with me a lot at the hospital, having to take care of them. And this ponytail, y'all, is just, if you can imagine what a man could do. And y'all, I'm thinking these stars might be too big. Because I do ask him all kind of stuff to do that don't make any sense to him. And he's like, why are you asking me to do that? You know, I don't know how to braid. One time he tried to braid and it was all twisting up. I don't think I'm gonna get 13 on here unless I do a huge circle. And I hate that because this is so perfect. These little stars. Oh, that's one of them shiny ones. I think the one on the blue had the shiny stars because I see 3 of them. Let's see how many I'm gonna get on here. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh, we'll just have to put them close together. But yeah, it was not a good time, but that picture's always special to me. See how this one is kind of shiny? But look at us. It's gonna be like kind of a cattywampus circle, but we have done it. Except that one star right there that's all bright. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 12, 13. Original college. Okay. Look at that one. I'll leave that and say, oh, that's Georgia for me. Ask him to wax your legs. Oh my gosh, he wouldn't even, he would just cringe at stuff like that. Like, really, that's what you have to do? And I'm like, yeah, sucks, huh? But now he don't even, you know, like, you know how like when you sit beside your husband and you kind of cross your leg and they'll put the hand like on your calf just sitting there. We'll do that all the time. He'll just sit there, and sometimes I look down and I'm like, you know, do you reckon he notices this, like touching my head down there? He never cringes or anything, but he's got to think, girl, you might need to break out that chainsaw. But he never says anything, bless him. Probably because he wants to eat. All right, so we're going to do this circle. It's not the little tiny circle that I want. And I'm thinking, aren't the stars white? So maybe that could fix my whole problem. Oh, I don't want to move them because I finally got them all in a little circle. All right, let's go for it. So what? We're doing good on time. All right. And as soon as I say, oh, I'll do them down and paint them on there, I have more white paint on there than I know what to do with. I'm late, as usual, laugh out loud. Taking care of fruit trees. What have I missed? And hello from Florida. Are you having to spray them with your pesticide and fungicide? That's what I just got my little spray gallon thing to mix up my little bonine stuff for our peach trees. So I will be doing that soon. But you ain't hearing it, just usual, me laughing at myself, all the crazy stuff I do, I put my husband through. Bless his sweet little heart. That's why I feel so bad. Like sometimes when I want to choke him, all I can think is, oh, I'm a horrible person because look at what all he does for his Mimi and all that. But, you know, then I'm like, nah, I still want to choke him. Thank you, Connie. And they're not too bad, really, painting. I think you'll still be able to see a little bit of the silver through, but I think that's okay. Because, you know, we don't want them perfect. You know, now I've got this distressed wood. And to keep my circle going so I don't mess up, I'm going to dry these, glue those down, and then don't fly off. And then glue them down and then move the other ones. I'm late too, Sam. What are you doing tonight? We're making 3 hanging tags. They're large, kind of oversized. I don't want to see me. And they're for the 4th of July. But what I'm going to do with mine is I'm actually going to put them on a wreath. So I'm going to kind of not spray them, but glue them where they stay open, like fanned out, I mean. Ooh, yeah, I like the white. No! Okay. They fan out because, you know, I like tags when you do multiple tags, but most of the time people will hang them and they hide. You know, like the one will hide behind the other one. I'm like, that's pointless unless you just leave the other ones blank with the intention that it just looks like multiple tags, but there's nothing on the other one. But I'm left these little circles on the back because I started thinking, how am I gonna hold them down like they did if I don't have that circle on there? So I got most of the paper off. And this is the one that I did take the circle off. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, here it is. So I'm gonna put this little, and it looks like they just have like a little tiny wood circle, and they glued it to the center of it. So you just a little tiny piece, and it's a real piece of wood. That's weird. Didn't dry that one good enough. Well, do you say good enough or well enough? My husband was in here, he'd tell me. Oh, know it all. I had a crazy experience with home hair color products. I used one box and didn't like the color, went to the store and accidentally bought a different brand. I put the second color on and you could instantly smell the chemical reaction. I thought, oh my gosh. I thought I was smoking. I am uploading the sink with dish, unloading the sink. It could not get it rinsed out fast enough. Because you like me, you hadn't did the dishes. Oh my gosh. Well, I got tired of coloring it all over when, you know, I only want that one thing. So I went and got this, like, now I buy this stuff. It's got a little brush in it that you can just brush on, like, the little places it's doing it. But I'm probably the only person in the world that says, come on, get gray. I'm just, y'all, me, if I don't like putting on makeup, I surely don't like having to do the color. And Buffy laughs because, you know, I already have dry hair. So, you know, I'm not worried about what I'm doing to my hair because it's already dry. I just have those jeans. Thanks, Dad. I get it from his side. But I'll just put it on there. And, you know, gray is real resistant, so you always have to leave it on there longer. So I'll just put it on and get in the bathtub, and I'll be in there for an hour. And Buffy will come in there. She goes, Mama, you need to do that stuff off your hair. It's like black now because, you know, the longer you leave it on, the darker the color gets, no matter what shade you've put on. And I'm like, I don't care. I said, maybe I'll stain it so bad that it'll just stay that way. Doesn't work. I've left it on for like an hour and a half before, and it'd be just as the same color. But you know how, like, it gets darker and you have, like, this place on your skin you got it on. It's pitiful. Sucks sometimes I have to do all that. Ugh. And, you know, my husband could care less. And I hate doing it. So sometimes I'm like, you know, sometimes don't you feel like I'm just going to throw in the towel. And then I'll look and think like, God, if I think I'm a train wreck now, what will I look like if I just threw in the towel? You are looking so skinny. So proud of you. Thank you, Karen. I am proud of myself. I'm not losing it like I was last month. I get on the scale and it's like 1 or 2 ounces every now and again. I think I had like a good 4-ounce day the other day. But I'm not complaining. As long as I don't get on there and I've gained like 2 pounds back or something, I'm not going to complain. Because, like I said, I never go hungry. I am craving sweets, and that's so weird for me. I don't crave anything dairy. I don't care anything about grains. I don't miss any of that stuff. But good night. I mean, some nights here, thank goodness we don't have anything sweet in the house, because I believe I'd be like Cookie Monster in the kitchen raiding it. You know, just cookie. Because I told Chris one night, we got red velvet cake for my mom's birthday, and everybody took a bunch home because she didn't want to take all of it home. So I bought Chris and Buffy a big thing so they could take some to Mimi and they'd have some. Well, of course, Buffy didn't eat any because she was like, no, I don't eat that, Mom. It's bad for me. You know, blah, blah. So I wasn't eating. Well, the other night, I was craving sweets so bad, I went in the kitchen. I'm talking about on the hunt for that cake. And all I could think was what that cream cheese icing was going to do to my stomach. But I didn't care. I wanted something sweet, and I didn't care. And Chris was like, what are you in there looking for? And I was like, where is that red velvet cake? And he was like, oh, I didn't have but a little bit left of that. So I ate the best part off and threw it in the trash can. Now, speaking of, rewind back to the part where I said I could choke him some days. So I wanted to choke him that night because I was like, me cookie. And I didn't have it. It was kind of a sad moment for me. But it's probably a good thing in the long run. The next morning I got up and I was probably about 2 ounces lighter. And so I was like, you know, I'll let him wake up today. I'm going to smother him with his pillow. Okay, I got to make sure I get these down correct now. Oops. I think I did that one too close. Let's see. Yes. Oh, good. It's off the board anyway. Ugh. That glue is not going to help my paint job, but I can fix that. Okay. All right, so let me look at it and make sure I don't have like a messed up circle. Okay. Oh, there's not a little circle under this one. Oh, I didn't realize I'd taken 2 off. Is that a sign of being pregnant? Of what? No, not what, no. Girl, my husband would move to Alaska. No, it was just, I have not put anything sweet, but I did have some Sprite Zero in my body since March the 28th, 29th, one of those days. And I mean, I think I was just at the point where I was like, nah, I want something sweet. I don't care one day. It's not gonna kill me. That's what it was. I didn't really have cravings when I was pregnant. All right, so here we go. And see how it's pretty, I mean, it's white, but that just looks kind of too uniform for how we distress that. So I think, I don't really want a lot of that silver coming back through, so I think I'm just gonna take my antiquing and dirty them up a little bit. Oh, that looks pretty. I'll show it to you. Give me just a second. I'm just kind of dirtying them up just a little bit. And you can do them, you don't have to just do it on the top. You can do it on the side. I would say kind of do it different ways. I keep sugar-free cookies in the house. Yeah, but they probably have fake sugar in them, right? So yeah, when you do Whole30, no, you're supposed to have fake sugar, but that might be a good thing for me to keep just on those days when I don't care what I eat. So I would look for that. Sugar-free cookies. What kind of person come up with that? That's kind of like having fat-free cheese. There's some things you just need to leave alone. And see, fake sugar is kind of my Achilles heel, because that's why I can't drink my Sprite Zero. You know, because it's got all that fake stuff in it. Okay. Ooh, I like that. So now it looks all kind of more antique-y. All right, so one is done. We can set that to the side. We'll do our stripe one, because that's another one that's just gonna kind of be in our background. Well, I hope either this is or the numbers. If we do the numbers good, then we'll put that one up front. But you know, you don't ever know how those numbers are gonna turn out. So I'm just gonna get kind of like when you do buffalo check. And that's going to be my little divider, because I think I want the red on the edge. Okay. Remember to get those little, it says even though you're going to distress it, you still won't, you don't want bleed, especially on something like this. Now, I'll tell you something I did get out. At the Dollar Tree, they have this like, it just says flag cutouts, and it's like perforated, and you can take it off here. It is not quite as hard as cardstock, but a little bit thicker than regular paper, and you could Mod Podge this on there. You know, and that way you'd have that on there too. And I thought that would be pretty good to keep those. And they're double-sided. All right, so I'm just gonna use that little piece as like, it's like where my stripe would go. Remember to pull those down. This is the part why I said I wanted it to be really dry, so I didn't pull up any of that paint. It's looking awesome, girl. Just got on. Love your antiquing look. Yes, I love it. I got me some primitive girls on here that really like it old. I do too, but they'll be taking it a step further than me, and it always looks so awesome, the stuff they do. So that's just my divider. And once I get it all painted, just like I did with the blue, I'm gonna scuff it up pretty good, make it look really old. And I can just chunk this because I'm not doing buffalo check, so I don't need that. All right. Now, a little trick right here, I saw one once. They went back, and on the little lines, they painted it white and then dried it. That way, if it's gonna bleed, it'll bleed the color that's already on, and then they put the other color on there. You know, I'm not going all that. But just know, especially if you're doing something on like a piece of furniture or something, I would suggest do it. That's Amy texted me. All right. She wanted the recipe for that potato boat that we made over by the pool. All right. Let's see, we haven't gotten our red out yet, have we? All right, and I'm gonna keep my other two little stars. Let me put those up. And this is the barn red. It's not really like a blood red or any kind of crimson red. It's just kind of that, I mean, just perfect kind of antique barnyard red, like it's called. It's got that like weathered red, I would kind of say. All right. We're probably on that white gonna have to do a couple of coats, but let's see. This is usually some pretty good paint. And not that I want to distress it, but I want it to be like it was solid at one time. Like nothing's bleeding through, and then distress it, put something on top of it. If that makes any sense. Y'all notice I'm waiting to the end to do those numbers. Hey, Jakey Juke. What's my man doing? I know. I'll be off in just a little bit, and we can cuddle. He my friend. I told Bert the other day, I said, they said that I was Jake's person. Sorry, it's not you. And he was trying to prove a point today. He stopped by, and then he was having to go see his mom. And right before he left, I said, see, he don't even care. He was just sitting by my feet. He wasn't caring that Bert was left. So Bert said, Jake, you want to go for a ride? So he could get up. Isn't that cruel? I said, I'm not letting you talk to that baby anymore, because that's mean. I said, any little kid wants to go ride. I don't mean he likes you. Him's so sweet. And I think Sterling is coming to see us this weekend. And we have missed our Sterling. Neely FaceTimed me today when she was at the park. Her very favorite thing to do is go to the park. Because I told her, I said, because she's a country girl. You need to come home. You don't want to live in no city. She ain't no city girl. She a country girl. Like a Nana. And y'all, Jake gets in the mud just about every day, and we have to give him a bath. And Sterling likes to go swimming too, but she takes forever to dry, where he dries really fast. Well, the other day when he had like a good bath, when Sterling was here the last time, we were outside going, where's Jake? Where's Jake? Making sure, you know, he wasn't in the pond. Turn around, Sterling was just a swimming. Thanks, Gay from Maryland, just coming on, but I'm seeing stars. I know, it's so pretty. Now you see some stripes. And y'all, I think it's gonna be okay. No, I'll give it a little dry, just a little bit. I hate to dry it. I really like to pull my tape off when it's wet. It just seems to work for me. And if you have any bleeding, it doesn't get worse. But I want it to really be red, nothing coming through. And then we'll layer our little antiquing on top of that. That's drying pretty good. It's just how weird how you can see the paint just dry up. Okay. Hey everybody. Hey Carol. Hole needs touching up. Thinking nice, lady. Ooh, yeah, now we're getting a good little coating. Not much. Buffy, how'd you hit them today on the golf course?
I did good on the fairway, but I did terrible on the greens. That's how it usually goes. Not every time.
All right. And the good thing about this is once I distress it, this one will be done. All right, no more red. Leave my white out. Let's see. Ooh, we got a pretty little stripe there. Ooh, look at that red, white, and blue. And you probably could do the stripes a little bit smaller. I just don't really have any, I have bigger tape, but not smaller. So if you want to do a lot of little stripes, I think that would be pretty too. Put my finger in that red right at the end. All right. So let's dry it so we can sand it up and get it looking old like this little feller. Hole needs touching up. Okay, I got it. Oh, that was lower. No gators in the pond. No. We have had one. You have to like call your game warden when that happens. We had a little baby one time. Shoot, a long, long time ago. We had a gigantic one in there one time. It happens, and it's the opposite time that it happens. Like, I would think a gator would get in your pond when you go through like a drought, like it's really dry and their swamp dries up and they have to come find water or whatever. But no, it's the opposite. Like when we have a lot of rain, like when El Nino comes through here, it floods their swamp area and then they come to your pond. Well, that's when we've seen them in our pond, which kind of makes sense. If they like a marshy, wet place, but not flooded. All right, yeah, I'll have to catch the replays. I'm sorry, Gay. Looking good. Hey, Lori. Thank you so much for sprinkling. And make sure y'all give me some hearts. For whatever reason, Facebook like hearts. Look how pretty that turned out. I hate to scuff it up, but we are. But so I don't do any red and white bleeding together. I really want to make it dry. I'm going to set that to the side and we're going to do our numbers. And the numbers I'm going to do in blue. Y'all, look what I just did with my hand because I got red on my hand. Let me see if I can get that off with my little wet one. I think if I scuff it up, it'll come right off, but let's see. Look at that. It's like magic eraser. All right. Cheapy, putting it back in there. All right. Make sure I don't have anything else on my hand. My board's dry of all red. Okay, put my tape up. All right, now, what I want to do is let's see if I want to be able to look at it. It's a little hinge at the top, comes straight down with the side. Now the 7s were, and you curve back over, and then the 6 had like a little, almost a dot, and it curves over. So this is what I want it to look like. So I think 1776, that's right, yeah, okay. Duh, I think what I want to do first, look at me getting stuff on here, and that looks old. I want to do like my 7s first, so that way I'll have my spacing correct. All right, so let's see. Tag, you always look at it from this side. So maybe I can use this chalk marker that I just wrote that on for and put that on there first. That way if I mess up, we won't do it. You're always teaching us something new. What are you talking about, like getting stuff off with erasure white? Amazing how much I miss you the nights you're not on. Oh, Ellie, that is just so sweet. All right, so I'm going to do a 7 around right. And I can barely see that, but I think I'm just going to have to be brave. Well, no, I'm not that brave. Okay. Come down like so. Okay. You can do this, y'all. And I can barely see this, so if you can't see what I'm doing, don't worry, I can barely see it. Believe it or not, I think I did 2 7s that look alike. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a little, look, I'm getting some dust on it, and I can kind of see, we can kind of see it a little bit. See, you can barely see the 7s. Okay. Now, this one has like this little doodad here, and it goes up, down, and around. Oh, more curvy. Okay. Now I put the 6 on there, and then the 1 looks like a slight little arm, and then it comes straight down and has a little bit of kicker on the bottom. I don't think I did too bad. I don't know if you can see it. 1776. We'll see. Y'all look, I'm gonna put some of this dust on it so y'all can, the dust is sticking to this. It's almost like, it says chalk marker, but I think it's more like a crayon, the way it feels. The 6 is the only thing I'm having issues with right now. Okay, so here goes nothing. Let me get, we'll get my super little small one out and see if that works, and we may need to get a bigger one. Is that wood or a foam board? No, it's like, it's supposed to look like wood, but it's that like cardboard stuff. But wood would, you could do a poster board. The shape is really all you need, especially when you paint and stuff, because see, we distressed this one to look like an old piece of board, so you could do it. And I may even put some more antiquing on that. All right, here she blows. Okay. So we got us a little tiny arm on our 1. Then we got a straight line. And I'm gonna make this thicker, y'all. I'm just kind of getting my little rough draft here. Okay, so there's just our 1. Not too bad. Okay, these have got a little arm, and it kind of swoops down. goes over. And we'll make these a little bit thicker once we get it drawn. But I'm liking it so far. All right. A little swoopy. And then over. Ooh, not too bad. This is the one that I'm not liking too much. All right. Now, around. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Now watch me put too much paint, mess it up. Okay. Little tiny arm. No, 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 no. I know. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head. Y'all, I'm just slowly thickening it up. I really don't want any brush strokes, like as far as like little webbings on the outside that aren't smooth. Yeah, see, thank y'all for them hearts for that, because I don't think I ever did anything. My 6 looks a little cattywampus. But maybe when I make my 7s thicker. Maybe it'll look a little bit better. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm super excited about this. Ooh, I got like something stuck in my paint. What is that? It's like a stick or something. I can't take it out. People texting me. I can feel it on my watch. Like, don't y'all know I'm crafting? All right. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I don't know what that little sticky thing is, but I'm leaving it in there. Ooh, I'm really starting to like it. Ooh, my phone is saying I have 20%, but that's okay. We don't need any more than that, because we got everything done. We just have to distress them now. Oh, good job. Oh, you're, thank you. You know, I get nervous. I don't do letters and numbers very much. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all night. that a little thick, so I got to make it a little bit thicker right here. All right, last one, this little, he's special, the 6. I got a little webby right there. Let me see if I can smooth it out. Ooh, one little piece left, one little piece left. Ooh, and it's right at an hour and a half. I gotta hurry up. I like it. I'm liking it. I'm gonna do a dance. All right, I can live without. I don't want to touch it now. All right, so just like before, we're gonna put this over to the side. We'll hit this one more time and make sure. Don't worry about the time, we're fine. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. I think what's that? So that's really kind of what I want to be on the front, but I think the other one would have been okay too. I think this is pretty dry. I want to distress it, and I don't want. All right, hold your breath, ladies and gents. We're all right. Oh, I like that white coming back out on the side. Well, you get a workout crafting. All right. Okay, just like with our other one, we're gonna make it look old. I'm gonna have to get a new roller. Paper. All right. All right, first, just like on the other one, I'm gonna put that white on it. Which this one may have been okay, but just to make sure. Especially on some of that white down there. I mean red down at the bottom. I don't want the center perfect and the ends. All right, let me dry that up a little bit. Looks awesome, Sam. Thank you, Shannon. Very, very, very nice. Thank you, Janet. You did it. Watch the red dust. Don't get it on your shirt. Y'all making me nervous about my shirt. I'm gonna blow it that way, y'all, over the floor. But I have my little apron on, so I got my uniform now. I got me 2 shirts. I just need about 3 more, and then every day I can wash. And then that way, if I get crafting paint on them, it'll be like, that's my uniform. That's my bless your heart. I need that to get through. You just don't know. Y'all who know. I most definitely need. Bless your heart. All right, I'm just going to touch it up with my finger again so I can feel the edge. All down the sides. You know, the sides have rusted. You can put your cinnamon on here. You know, when mixing that cinnamon with your Mod Podge, you know, it gives it like a texture. Like a, you know, and when you touch it, it kind of comes off. I mean, it really is like the best thing to, you know, look like rust. Best one, would you say, like, and remember, I don't want the, you know, if the sides are going to be yucky, pretty much all the rest of it is too. So all that pretty white, we got to make look dirty. Because my primitive girl's probably like, girl, that looks like Big Top went wrong. You got to make them look, oh, they'll dye their stuff. It looks so good. Okay. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more on this white that's trying to seep through. Remember, we do not want it white. All right, just rubbing away. All right, let's see. It's a little shiny because it's still wet, but it'll dull up a little bit. Let's see. All right. All right, there's our other one. Looks like an old side of like the circus. All right, running out of places to put my pieces that I don't want anything to happen to them. Oh, now we got to really make sure this is dry before I like rub it, because we got to do it. So cool. There is white on the bottom of the blue tag. There. You coming on the very bottom on the edge? Yeah, I see it. I'll grab it with my old trusty finger. Now I have some thick places where, you know, I was doing my letters, so that's what I've got to really make sure it's dry. I mean, if it streaks a little bit, I'm not gonna cry too much. Y'all won't see a grown woman cry too much. I'll fix it. But I don't want it to bubble up either and put too much heat on it. Hold your breath for me. The top, yeah, see that? Still got, where I started, you know, when you put too much on your paintbrush. Ooh, it's bubbling up. Don't bubble, don't bubble. good. There is white on the bottom. You ever do barn quilts? I never did a quilt. I made a lot of clothes and dresses and cute stuff for the girls, but I never did any kind of a quilt. It looks like fun, but I don't want one of the machines that you can do all that stuff around it. Whatever was in that came up. Okay. Whatever was on there finally came out. It's like a big, it's like, I don't know, a piece of straw or something. All right, come on now. All right. It is what it is. Yeah, I see you trying to be streaky on me. All right. Oh, look. We're going to have to deal with it. I think we're just gonna have to make this one old, y'all, because those look, I'm gonna take my paint off, and I think it's because I got that crayon under it. Not crayon, but it's supposed to be chalk paint under it. But I do like how the numbers kind of got like a little old, but we'll just have to make it look old, even if I have to do a little wash of white over it. Oh well, we tried. But like I said, see how I made the numbers look a little old? I think it's because I forgot I had that waxy marker thing under it. But let's just make it look old. And you know what we can, ooh, but I still can do the around the edge. Was definitely dirty. Oh yeah, the barn quilt is painted. Oh, I didn't know that. So you mean like it's like you paint a quilt? I'm sorry, I didn't know what it was. And this is gonna be our front, y'all, so we gotta really make it look old. But no, I'll have to look that up. That sounds pretty cool. All right. Just making it look old. I like it. All right, now let me take a little bit of my white. I'm gonna make these letters not look so perfect. I'm just taking a lot white, and I mean like barely any white. And I'll show you what I mean. Like that. Gotta make your numbers. I mean, they look just like way too blue. Now my numbers look old too. Still looking a little too white right there in the center. All right. Ha! Love it. I love it. Let me see. I'm up here finger painting. I don't like those chalk pens. Not for what they really do go on waxy like a crayon, but I have it up here and I'm always doodling with it, and I like the fact that you can rub it and it'll go away. So I do like them for that, but for what they're meant for, you write on black to make it look like, it doesn't look like chalk painting. I guess it kind of does. I don't know. Not as much. So I wouldn't write on like, you know, a chalk with it. I'd just get a real piece of chalk. All right, so let's put all our beauties together. So here. And this one over here. And I guess they were really kind of supposed to, like, all the holes meet up, but it just seems like so much will be covered up, but really technically that's what I wanted to do. It's like, but if I don't do it like this, those other ones will just fall behind it. Which what I really want to do is this, but more spread out. Because that way it can be like the main little centerpiece of a, that's not going to be level. Let's see. Let me get my little squares out that I love so much. And put some of those in between them. Because it's not going to be flat because these stars aren't painted on. Now, if you want to trace, if you only have like one of these stars, trace them and it'll be flat like this other. But I think I'm going to have to make mine a little multi-dimensional so I can get a good bond between them. Maybe put 3 on there. Yeah. Just to be safe. And I'm going to hit it with just like a skosh of E6000 because if I'm going to put it on a wreath, I need that. Okay. So, and you can go ahead and do your hot glue now and have like the instant bond that you want now. You just need to have a little bit of E6000 that'll give you that like kind of forever bond. No matter what you do. Okay. Change out my battery real quick. It only goes for like an hour and a half, and I've had it on here the whole time. Okay. All right, now, let's see. Here and here. One. This seems tedious, but you don't want them falling off. Out, and especially me in this Georgia heat. It's supposed to be 100 next week. Yay. So any of my friends out there who've been complaining about it being cold, don't talk to me next week. But I've got all my stuff under irrigation, so no pulling hose. Everything will get watered. Okay. This might seem overkill, but I want it to really hold on. And this will be the only thing holding that top tag on. Okay, so here So we can put one about right here. Okay, here we go. All right, so it's like barely put a little dab on each corner. You don't have to speed with this. It takes, you know, about 24 hours. Some people say more than that to cure, so you can take your time with that part. And I'm gonna put a little piece of jute coming out, like it's holding the tag up out of the top one. I mean, I guess you could run for extra security through these other holes too and put it all together, but if that's what's holding up, that means they've come apart. Love, love, love this. Where did you get the star stickers at? Okay, they're not stickers. On the original tags that were 4th of July for this, they came, and I can probably turn it over and show you. They came with star, like on this one that says USA, it had 3 stars on it. These other ones that had like a stripe and it was a different pattern, they had 3, I think, down each side. So depending on which one you get, depends on where the stars are. And we just pulled them off of here. They actually had these last year too with the little stars on. So I actually have a few extra little stars, but we just tore them off the other side. But, you know, you can actually paint it on there too. It'll be fine, because we had to paint these and then kind of distress them. Because I think last year I kept on thinking I'd do something with them and I didn't. So I'm glad I found something this year that I wanted to do with it. All right, so we're going to put our little jute at the top. And because these are so big, I want to use the bigger jute. You know? And I think what I'm going to do is put it on here. And I think I want it to not come up through here and not, but I want you to be able to see it. I may make it a little too big and then we'll cut it off. Because if I put it on a wreath, I can actually put this, I can actually, you know, prop this part up, because I really don't want it to hang and over any of this, but I do want you to be able to see it. And if I don't do that with it, I want to have a hanger. Ugh, this stuff is thick, so this is why I cut it extra long, so I could tie this knot. So see, I like that. So it's meant to have, you know, a tag hanger. It's got this tape on one side of it. So we're all done. Sorry it took me an extra 20 minutes. I know my heifers don't mind. I know, I love it. I mean, I hate it, which I guess, you know, you could put it up for Memorial Day, but with the 1776 is more, you know, to me, 4th of July, but the colors are still okay. And y'all, if anything else, I'm just proud of my little numbers. I actually wanted to put that on front. So see here, I can hang this up if I wanted. I mean, I guess I could just make this the hanger, but you know me, I'll probably put it on my wreath, but I'll probably prop this up on the wreath so you can see that it hangs, but I didn't want it hanging down and going in front of those pretty letters I'm so proud of. So, but I think this too would have been perfect up front. It's just if you put this back here, you would kind of know what it is, but it would just cover up most of your work. But I think any one of them will be pretty up front. But thanks so much for hanging with me. No, we love watching you as long as it takes. Sins, heifers love her. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. See, Buffy, I told you somebody loves me. All right, and this is just the jute that I got at the Dollar Tree. You get, what, about like 9 feet of it. And actually, for you people who live in Waynesboro, we actually have some of that. We did, when I go, like with Chris Friday or something. That and the green moss. You don't get very much, but, all right. My table isn't too bad up here, but hold on, let me take my shirt off so I can thank my halo one more time. Let me leave this up here so I don't mess up my clothes, but look, y'all. I love my shirt. Bless her heart. Look. She's like, it's with pride. See, I won't have like a shirt. I'm gonna have like a picture of her put on a shirt. Because it's like, see, that's her wands. She's like, make it good. Oh my gosh, y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all for the hearts. I did get some ribbon out that I feel like, especially if you do it on a smaller version, y'all, and you couldn't use these stars. You know, I barely got them on it as bright as they are, but you can just make a copy of one, like Google it, make a copy, and you can just trace it. If you do it on a smaller scale, like if you wanted some ornaments or something, you know, you can put a little messy bow on the top of it. I did get this out, but I wanted to put the hanger up there. And I don't think a messy bow would be bad right here. This, you know, there's like, when it's old like that, I just feel like it kind of speaks for itself. You know, kind of bows just make things cuter. And I like this looking a little rugged. I mean, check out the back. It's like super rugged. But I love this. And I love that I did the letters and at least tried it and went for it. And like I said, we scuffing it all up. Don't, you know, fret if you know, mess up a little bit on it, because I did, and I just wiped it off, finished it, and you're gonna make it look old, distressy looking anyway. But night so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow on Wednesday. Thanks.